Before you approve an $8,000 transmission replacement on an F-150, find out whether the truck has a calibration problem, a valve body problem, or actual internal damage. From the driver's seat, those can feel almost identical, but they are completely different repair bills. And the first step is knowing whether your truck has the 6-speed 6R80 or the 10-speed 10R80, because their known faults, recalls, and diagnostic paths are not the same. So I'll separate the two, show you which symptoms start with a scan and which ones mean stop driving, and what each level of repair can realistically cost. This covers roughly 2015 to 2020, with notes for newer trucks. Which transmission? Start here, because everything downstream depends on it. The 6-speed 6R80 was the F-150's automatic for years before the 10-speed arrived, and the overlap is messier than most people think. For 2015 and 2016, every engine used the 6-speed. For 2017, the new 10-speed 10R80 arrived, paired with the 3.5 EcoBoost, while the other engines kept the 6-speed. From 2018 through 2020, the base 3.3-liter V6 still used the 6-speed, while the 2.7 and 3.5 EcoBoost, the 5.0 V8, and the diesel all used the 10-speed. Newer trucks are essentially all 10-speed, and the PowerBoost Hybrid uses a hybrid version of it. So don't assume by year alone. Confirm the actual unit through the transmission code on the door certification label, your VIN and build data, or Ford service records. The 6-speed has a strong durability reputation and plenty of high-mileage examples, but drop the mileage slogans. Towing, heat, fluid history, maintenance, and any past repairs tell you far more about a specific truck than a round number does. Software or hardware? Here's the most valuable idea in this video. The same harsh shift can lead to a software reflash, a valve body repair, or a full teardown. The symptom starts the diagnosis. It doesn't finish it. Some harsh or delayed shifts can be calibration or adaptive related. But Ford's service guidance for the 10-speed also points to sticking valves in the main control valve body, solenoid strategy issues, and movement of an internal clutch cylinder sleeve on certain 2017 to 2020 trucks. So plainly, a reflash only fixes a condition the updated calibration actually addresses. An adaptive relearn is not proof the transmission is healthy, and relearning after a proper repair is completely different from a shop repeatedly clearing the adaptives to mask a fault that keeps returning. Harsh shifting alone proves neither software nor internal failure. It proves you need a diagnosis. So sort what you're feeling into 3 levels. Level 1. Diagnose before you panic. An occasional firm shift. Firm shifts right after a battery disconnect or adaptive reset, or shifting that matches a known calibration condition, with no warning light, no slipping, no fluid damage, and no repeated loss of drive. Move, scan it, check the calibration and adaptive history, inspect the fluid correctly, and road test. Not a rebuild. Level 2. Inspect promptly. Repeated harsh engagement, a delay before drive or reverse engages, persistent gear hunting, a rumble strip sensation, a wrench light or transmission codes, a fluid leak, or a transmission over temperature warning. Move, ease off towing, and get a proper diagnosis soon. Level 3. Stop calling it just software. RPMs flaring without acceleration, losing drive or reverse, dropping into neutral, grinding, burnt fluid with debris, the transmission not holding its commanded gear, a hard bang into limp mode, or an unexpected downshift on a truck with an open recall. Move, stop heavy use and towing, and get it diagnosed, and one symptom does not prove one failed part. Shudder is not a diagnosis. 2 symptoms get misdiagnosed constantly. First, that rumble strip shudder at light throttle. It can be the torque converter clutch slipping, but an engine misfire, a drive shaft vibration, or a wheel and tire problem can feel almost the same. Confirm the source with scan data, the road test conditions, a fluid inspection, and the right procedure before anyone replaces a converter. That said, if converter clutch slip is confirmed and then ignored, the heat and clutch material can contaminate the fluid and turn a contained repair into a big one. The answer is early diagnosis, not an automatic flush or converter swap. Second, slipping, engine speed climbing while the truck doesn't accelerate to match. Treat it as serious. It can be clutch damage, a loss of hydraulic pressure, a valve body fault, a solenoid control problem, low or wrong fluid, or internal wear. Don't assume a reflash fixes it, and don't keep towing with it. 6R80 recall, now the named issues. In April 2026, Ford recalled nearly 1.4 million 2015 to 2017 F-150s. With the 6-speed, degraded electrical connections can interrupt the transmission range sensor signal and cause a temporary, unintended downshift into second gear. The remedy is a control module calibration update, free for affected VINs. Two things to keep straight. This is separate from earlier campaigns on other years involving the output speed sensor and the molded lead frame, and a recall on one system is not proof the whole 6R80 is defective. Run your exact VIN. That molded lead frame is the 6-speed's other weak point. It carries the electrical circuits and sensor functions on the main control assembly and can show up as speed sensor codes, a warning light, erratic shifts, or unintended gear behavior. Ford ran extended coverage programs for certain earlier applications, but eligibility was limited by VIN, year, mileage, time, symptoms, and codes. So don't assume every 6-speed is still covered. 10R80 valve body / CDF. On the 10-speed, the picture is different. For certain 2017 to 2020 trucks, Ford's guidance for harsh or delayed engagement points to the solenoid identification strategy, sticking valves in the main control valve body, and movement of an internal clutch cylinder sleeve. Depending on the test results, the fix might be an adaptive procedure, valve body work, or internal repair. One caution, you'll hear CDF drum offered as the answer for every harsh shifting 10-speed. It's one documented failure path, not the cause of every complaint. And guidance written for 2017 to 2020 trucks doesn't automatically apply to 2021 and newer ones. The diagnostic ladder. Before anyone quotes a price, here's the order a real diagnosis follows. Confirm the basics: year, engine, transmission code, mileage, modifications, towing use, service history. Check the VIN for recalls, customer programs, and warranty eligibility. Scan both the engine and transmission modules. Check battery and charging voltage. Low voltage alone can create control faults that mimic transmission problems. Inspect for leaks and verify the fluid. Correct type, level, condition, at the right temperature. Road test cold and fully warm, watching commanded gear against actual gear, slip speed, shift timing and temperature. Check current calibrations and applicable bulletins. And only then choose a relearn, service, valve body work, converter repair, teardown, or replacement. Diagnosis starts at the bottom. Parts replacement does not. Repair cost ladder. Read these as planning ranges, not quotes. They swing hard with region, labor rate, drivetrain, the actual damage, part source, and whether the shop repairs your original unit or installs a remanufactured one. At the bottom, the diagnostic scan, calibration check, and road test, cheapest and most important. Next, correctly indicated programming or a relearn, low cost but not automatically covered. Then fluid service, and know which one. A drain and fill, a pan and filter service, or a full exchange are different jobs. It belongs near the bottom only when it's the right service and there's no sign of internal failure. It's maintenance, not a cure for harsh shifts, shudder, or slipping, and nobody should power flush a transmission already failing. Above that, electrical, solenoid, or valve body repair, mid-level, wide variation, often several hundred to a couple $1,000s. Then a torque converter or internal hard part repair, a major repair. At the top, a rebuild or remanufactured replacement, the highest category, commonly a few thousand up toward 8,000 or more installed. If someone pitches a cheap rebuild, ask what's in it. The converter, updated hard parts, cooler cleaning, programming, labor, core charge, and warranty. Decide whether it's value or a future repeat. And because these get blurred constantly, keep 4 things separate. A safety recall is free for an affected VIN. A service bulletin is guidance for the technician. It does not automatically make the repair free. A customer satisfaction or extended coverage program is specific to the VIN, year, mileage, time, symptoms, and codes. And the factory powertrain warranty, generally 5 years or 60,000 miles, whichever comes first, depends on the start date, maintenance, modifications, diagnosis, and the exact failed component. If the diagnosed failure is covered, Ford pays for that covered repair under the warranty terms, but a bulletin, a fluid service, or a relearn is not automatically covered. When to stop driving. So the goal isn't the cheapest repair or the most expensive one, it's to identify the failure level before you authorize any parts. An $8,000 estimate deserves evidence, And so does a promise that a reflash will fix everything. The formula: identify the transmission, check the VIN, scan the modules, verify the fluid correctly, road test cold and warm, then match the repair to the test results. Don't approve a rebuild because the truck shifted hard once. And don't keep towing with a confirmed slip because somebody called it adaptive learning. And if you'd rather skip this whole fight by buying the right truck in the first place, that's next. The best and worst F-150 years, and the engine and transmission combinations actually worth your money. I'll see you there.